Okay, we're live. Okay. If you are thinking that as a business owner, an entrepreneur, CEO, you don't need to be concerned about business credit because you're like, okay, I don't have any cash issues. I really don't even plan to ever apply for a loan. You want to listen in for the next few minutes. And also, if you are also considering the best strategies to grow your business credit to improve it, you do want to listen in as well, just for the next few minutes on these business credit myths that you need to know about. They are not true, and knowing the truth about them will help you to change your strategy and your approach, of course, when it comes to business credit. So I've been doing a few videos on business credit, and I dive in a little bit deeper on how to grow your business credit, how to improve it, steps to start building it, and all that. So you can go back and look at those if you missed those, right? And of course, share them with other business owners, entrepreneurs, and CEOs. So we are diving in to business credit myths that you need to know about, right? You need to know the truth about these business credit myths. So, number one, you have been in business for a long time, so you assume that automatically you have good business credit. It does not work like that, unfortunately. So think about it. You might be saying, okay, I do my best to eat healthy, or, I've been, you know, working out, changing my diet. But there are times when you're doing that, it's not going to automatically lead to you losing weight, right? There are other factors that do impact your weight loss, your sleep, your stress level, all that, if you're combining the foods properly. So, I've been there. So I've learned so much and continue to learn so much, being on the weight loss journey. So you have been in business for a long time. That does not mean that you will automatically have good business credit. Business credit is something that you have to be intentional and strategic about building, about improving. So if you've been in business for a long time, don't assume that, okay, I have this good business credit. It has to do with much more than that. It's going to be dependent on how you handle your transactions, how you make your payments, and so much more when it comes to building business credit. So that is the first myth we need to dispel. That is not true. Not because you have been in business for a long time, that does not translate to you having good business credit. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. So that is the first myth that we are addressing. The second myth is that business credit does not impact your cash flow. Business credit, you don't plan to get a loan or apply for a credit card, or, so I just don't need to be concerned about business credit. Business credit, the benefits of business credit, it's beyond just having access to a loan. It is, it is bigger than just having access to a loan or getting that next credit card. It is much more than that. Having good business credit increases your negotiating power at the table. So what does that mean? That means that when you even go to negotiate your insurance contracts, your insurance terms, your insurance coverage, you can say, okay, I do have this is my business credit, this is my trend, my track record with making payments and all that. So that can help you to get lower insurance rates and even mortgage rates too. So do bear that in mind, that it increases your negotiating power. Even when it comes to interest rates, you can bargain for lower interest rates when it comes to certain transactions that you are doing with financial institutions. So it helps you to get better terms when it comes to, what you are negotiating and so forth. So that is why it is important to say, okay, I'm going to be cognizant of what my business credit is as a company, as a corporation, and you want to ensure that you are taking steps to have good business credit. And it is not something that just happens overnight. It's something that you have to be very strategic with. How you make your payments, the types of vendors that you do business with. You have to be intentional also about checking your reports. So there's a lot that comes into this whole strategy of building your business credit. And that is why it is so important that as a CEO, an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you are aware of what is involved so that you are making sure that you are taking those steps to build your business credit. And you do understand the things that are just not true. Because sometimes, because we are not clear about what the truth is, we, sometimes don't take certain steps. So we just make bad decisions or decisions based on incorrect information, these myths. So again, it is so important that you are really aware of what is involved when it comes to business credit, the truth about business credit. So the last thing we're going to talk about is the last myth, the last one. I'm just diving into three today. So the last one is where you might have heard that, okay, if I pay on time, then that's the best strategy, right? I pay all my bills on time, so that's enough to build my business credit. That is not enough to build your business credit. Paying on time is not enough. It is good. I'm not saying that. Let me quickly say paying on time is not bad. It's not a bad thing. However, to really build your business credit, it takes more than paying on time. And accounts payable management, which is how you pay your bills, that's a whole area when it comes to operating your business. And I've seen so many issues over the years, like persons, sometimes you don't know when you've been paid or there's confusion. I paid you, you didn't pay me, this invoice is still outstanding, that back and forth. So it is important that you have this area solid in your business, right? A solid system, a solid flow of processes in your business, right? Understanding the system, 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the steps to ensure that there is no confusion and chaos and inaccuracy when it comes to how you're making your bill payments, how you are managing your invoices, so much more when it comes to accounts payable. And, this is something that impacts you from every angle when it's such an important area of your business. So definitely, if you are struggling with areas when it comes to accounts payable in your business, then you can reach out to me. I'll put a link in the comments because I do have a course for that as well that can help you with strategies to, get paid earlier, minimize those confusion. I was paid, I was not paid. They're helping you with all those areas. So if this is something you think you need in your business, in your company, then you can click and see if that helps you. So paying on time is not enough in building business credit. At times, you're going to need to even pay early because when you think about the time, a bill might be due on the first of the month. However, if you're paying it on the first of the month, sometimes depending on the transaction processing time, the records are not updated until the second or the third. And again, it's no fault of you as the business owner, the CEO, the entrepreneur. However, it does happen, right? Processing takes time on the providers and the vendors, and it takes time for them to make process, depending on what's happening in their business, how quickly things are reported and updated. So do bear that in mind that sometimes it's going to be even better to pay early. Another thing is that sometimes we do assume, and this is another myth, that you're paying early, you're paying on time, your transaction history, the payments of your transactions are being reported to the credit bureau, and that's not happening. So you need to keep an eye on your credit report to ensure that it is reflecting what's happening, you know. So if you are paying on time, if you are making these payments, you want to ensure that your vendor who you're doing business with is reporting that to the credit bureau, because if they're not reporting it, then that is not helping your business credit, you know. So it might be that you need to ask them why they're not reporting it, or if they're refusing, you might need to consider doing business with another vendor, right? So these are some of the things where it comes with payments that there's that misconception that, okay, I pay my bills on time, that is enough. That is not enough. So those are the myths that we're just talking about today in terms of business credit. You know, these are not true. And as business owners, as CEOs, as entrepreneurs, you need to know that these are not correct. And you need to, you know, incorporate these strategies in your business, building your business credit, and of course, share them with others so they are aware also. And again, if accounts payable is an area that is, you know, you're still struggling with, you know, having efficiencies in your business, you're getting paid late, you're not being paid, you know, the right amount, there's confusion, you definitely want to check out that accounts payable management course. It will definitely help you, and you will see changes in your business and of course your bank account. So I'm signing off now. Thank you so much for joining, for listening. Do share this with other business owners, other entrepreneurs, and CEOs. And again, if you have any questions, definitely reach out to me. You can send me a direct message or even send me a text or a phone call. And the number is 888-521-4206. This is Kersha Campbell. Talk soon, guys.